Imagine a world where nuclear energy powered everything, from homes and cars to entire cities and industries. The idea sounds both exciting and terrifying. On one hand, we would have a nearly limitless, highly efficient source of energy. On the other hand, we'd need to manage the risks of radiation, accidents, and nuclear waste. So, what would happen if nuclear energy powered the entire world? First, let's look at the benefits. Nuclear energy is incredibly efficient. A single uranium fuel pellet can produce as much energy as a ton of coal or 150 gallons of oil. This means that nuclear power plants can generate enormous amounts of electricity without the environmental downsides of fossil fuels. Imagine a world with no more reliance on oil, coal, or natural gas. Pollution would plummet, and the carbon emissions driving climate change would become a thing of the past. Clean air, reduced global warming, nuclear energy could help solve some of the world's most pressing environmental problems. In this nuclear-powered future, entire industries would be transformed. Manufacturing, transportation, and construction would become far more efficient. Factories could run non-stop with a steady supply of energy, and electric vehicles would become the norm, charged by nuclear-powered grids. With a near-limitless supply of energy, innovation would flourish. Technologies like desalination, which turns seawater into drinkable water, could expand on a massive scale, solving water shortages worldwide. In agriculture, farmers could use energy-intensive methods to increase crop yields, ensuring food security for all. But it's not all positive. While nuclear energy is efficient, the waste it produces is dangerous and difficult to manage. Radioactive waste remains hazardous for thousands of years, and there's no perfect solution for its disposal. Currently, nuclear waste is stored in deep geological repositories or sealed in concrete, but this doesn't eliminate the risk. If the world became entirely dependent on nuclear energy, we'd see a dramatic increase in waste. Without careful planning and innovation, this waste could pose serious environmental and health risks for future generations. The safety of nuclear power plants would also be a concern. Though modern plants are designed with safety in mind, accidents can and do happen. The most infamous examples are Chernobyl and Fukushima, where nuclear meltdowns led to catastrophic consequences. If we relied entirely on nuclear energy, the pressure to build more plants would increase, raising the chances of accidents. One mishap could have devastating effects, rendering areas uninhabitable for centuries. Stricter regulations, advanced technology, and disaster preparedness would be essential to prevent another Chernobyl from happening. Furthermore, the spread of nuclear energy would raise geopolitical concerns. Nuclear power and nuclear weapons are linked. Countries with access to nuclear technology could potentially use it for military purposes, leading to an arms race. If every nation depended on nuclear energy, we'd need stronger global oversight to ensure that this technology wasn't misused for creating weapons of mass destruction. The fear of nuclear proliferation would be a constant shadow hanging over this otherwise bright future. In terms of cost, nuclear energy is not cheap to set up. Building a nuclear power plant requires a massive initial investment. It can take decades to construct, and the regulations and safety measures required only add to the cost. However, once operational, nuclear plants can provide energy for decades with minimal fuel costs. In the long run, this could lead to lower energy prices for consumers. But getting there would require governments and private companies to invest billions up front, which could be a significant barrier in many parts of the world. Another aspect to consider is public perception. Nuclear energy has a negative image due to past disasters and the potential risks involved. Many people are fearful of living near nuclear power plants, and there is widespread opposition to the construction of new ones. For nuclear energy to power everything, governments would need to launch massive public awareness campaigns, educating people about the safety of modern nuclear technology. Without public support, the expansion of nuclear energy would be met with protests and resistance. Nuclear energy could also change the global energy economy. Currently, oil-rich countries like Saudi Arabia and Russia hold significant geopolitical power. If the world moved to nuclear energy, these countries would lose their leverage. New power players could emerge, particularly those with access to uranium or advanced nuclear technology. This shift could lead to economic instability in regions that rely heavily on fossil fuels for income, but it could also lead to more stable energy markets, with less dependence on oil prices. Overall, if nuclear energy powered everything, we'd see a cleaner, more efficient world with fewer carbon emissions. Innovation in industries from agriculture to transportation would thrive, and we might even solve the climate crisis. But this future would come with challenges: managing nuclear waste, preventing accidents, and ensuring that the technology isn't used for weapons. The risks are real, but the rewards could be monumental. So, do the benefits outweigh the risks? What do you think? Should nuclear energy power everything? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending what-if scenarios. Thanks for watching, and remember, the future is what we make of it.